Go!
I'm being told that we are live, so hello everybody, and welcome to today's increasingly irrelevantly named Megaphonic versus Jackbox stream. This week's episode, let's invent a time machine. It would be nice to invent a time machine, wouldn't it? We could go back in time and enjoy this sweet, sweet ride I've got on screen right now. Well, we might have to do it virtually. I am spinning my wheel, seeing if somebody's going to get back in time, but I guess they're not. So I'll release the hound, or at least I'll release that screen. Oh, see, we could have done it. Hi there, I'm Chris, and I guess I am going to be your host and MC for tonight's festivities. And who else am I with? Let's find out. Mikey.
Oh, hi. It's me. It's Mikey with the bad light. Every week I'm like, I gotta get a better lighting situation, and I don't.
And next to Mikey, it's Jared.
Yeah, since we're traveling back in time, I've got my Ren Fair hoodie thing on.
I'm here for it.
Very nice.
So, yeah.
And next to Jared, well, in a sort of circular way, we've got Nadia.
Hello. I'm Nadia. I am here in Toronto.
Hi, Nadia.
I don't have a lot to say.
Okay. Well, next to Nadia, and perhaps more talkative, is Scarce Sarah.
I'm going to give him on the spot like that. Although I don't know why Mikey's complaining about... Oh, yeah, exactly. Hello. I don't know why Mikey's complaining about his lighting, because every time I'm on this thing, I look like I'm just in the most dense, dark, very moody, foggy. I don't even know what's
going on. Like almost sepia tone. It looks like an old...
Yeah, exactly. You look like a 1970s phonograph. It's actually very good for the time machine theme.
That's true.
And let's see, who is here in the audience? We've got a Cadow here. Hello, Cadow.
Hi, Cadow.
So that's also nice. And maybe some other people will show up and maybe they'll say hi. But they're not here yet. So... oh well, sucks to be them. They don't get to have fun with our various fun games and shows and jokes and japes and lovely times as we invent a time machine. And we're going to start out with today's time machine fun time, play time, happy time mystery. I'm going to hand it over this time. We are going to start with a brand new segment, which I didn't make any theme music for because busy, but I did make a title card for it. Instead of, we've been playing a bit of Game Show 1939 lately, but today it's Game Show 1975.
Oh,
amazing.
A fabulous prize is on offer. So who will win it? And today's host of Game Show 1975 will be Nadia. So ball's in your court.
Oh God, I'm so terrified.
I'm quickly searching for the top hits of 1975.
I will know absolutely nothing.
Honestly, it's not really. So I was thinking trivia from days gone by. This is something I can do. I have a ridiculous number of odd and unusual and out of print books in my apartment. So many that there is, increasingly not enough room for me because the books are in fact taking up all the space. And one of them is Triviata. A compendium of useless information.
Why is doing it? Do the thing.
Do the thing? What thing? You want me to do the thing?
Oh, they've moved it. They've moved it. Triviata, who's that pie?
We got some crab stuff. We got a balloon.
Okay. So this was, it came out in 1975, and somebody gave it to me in 1976, and it was hilariously not age appropriate, and I loved it. So this is I have fond memories of this being one of the books that I read over and over when I was had just learned to read well enough to do that. And it's not actually, it's not very pop culture at all. Sorry?
Okay. Oh, I was going to say you're telling us that you know all this stuff already. You've got all the answers.
I didn't. Surprisingly, many of them I've forgotten in the intervening 40 odd years. But yeah, it's not very pop culture-y, and it's sort of. I had this conversation with someone recently that there were these books that were popular sort of in the 70s, 80s that were kind of like a paper version of the internet, of trivia websites. Like they just have a whole lot of interesting random crap in them, and you can just
the book of lists and things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They have like listicles and
Yeah, that was my sort of 10-year-old treat, was the book of lists number 3 or whatever it was. Well, all right. Is there something in there that we can still make a fun game show type event out of?
All right. Well, I was thinking, and you guys can weigh in on this, but just I as you can see, tabbed it up a bit. I picked up a few that would like easily lend themselves to questions, and I was thinking I would just like ask a trivia question, and then we could go around. It would be the easiest way of doing it. We could try and do a Boulder Dash thing, but it might get a little complicated. But yeah, okay.
Wow.
Is this stuff like is most of it like one answer? Or is
there
multiple? Oh,
I think most of it is like one answer. We'll see. I'll sort of
let's see what our sample starter pack is going to be. And speaking of which, before we start, remember we're going to be trying to build a time machine. So Cadell has offered us some useful advice that we might think about as we put our time machine together through the magic of going back to 1975. And
what are those? And can we order them online?
I think so. I think Tachyon.com has got pretty good prices usually. They're very they're very competitive.
I just need to figure out how to say I don't know in 500 different ways.
Okay, where shall I start? Who wants to go first?
You can start with me since I never have to answer questions usually.
Yeah.
But is there a topic?
No, there are no topics in this book. It's like a completely random flow of random information. So
Oh God, it's ADHD the book.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That's hilarious.
So we can start with okay. What is? And I looked at this. You probably know this, but I did not know this. I thought it was interesting. What is the left bank of a river? What makes it the left bank?
Ooh. That's a good one. I'm going. Yeah. All right. So I assume I'm just going to think this one out. I don't know the answer, but now that you mention it, so I'm guessing it is either the bank of the river that's on your left when you are facing the river from the mouth of the river, or facing the ocean, let's say, from the river at the mouth of the river. I assume that like the left bank is always that one, rather than I can't think of how else you determine that. So I'm trying to remember. The left bank is the southern one, I think, in Paris. I think it's where the artsy people are, and so that would be the one that I guess is on. If you're facing the river, it's the one that's on the right. So it must be when you're facing the ocean. So if you're going downstream, it's the stuff to your left.
Yes,
that is correct.
Woohoo!
I'll read you the entries. And none of them are long, so I can generally read them all out loud. The left bank of a river is very good. The left bank of a river is the bank to the left of a person looking downstream, and has nothing at all to do with the right-left relationship of the two banks on a map. Thus, St. Louis is on the right bank of the Mississippi, and Manhattan Island forms part of the left bank of the Hudson.
Just a very small part of it, but an important part. All right. Well, I was able to solve that backwards, I guess, from first principles.
Okay.
Okay, I guess it's me.
It is you. Oh, and every now and then I might like occasionally read.
Feel free to skip ones that are real bullshit.
But also, I'm skipping. Like I've only picked out a few, but there are some that, for example, here is an entry: no birds now on Earth have teeth.
Sure.
False. False. True. Is that true?
It's presented without comment.
Oh, okay. All right. I would have guessed.
No currently living birds, and maybe since 1975 they've mutated, and now there are birds with teeth, or they got their plants. But yes, in 1975,
the Audubon Society agrees that there are no modern birds with teeth.
Does anyone else watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, or is that just me?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, other people do watch it.
I haven't seen the most recent couple of seasons, but yeah.
Okay. There's an episode where one of the characters creates a bird with human teeth, so there you go.
Okay, Michael.
Yes.
What is a micropantograph?
Oh,
Jesus. Well, it's a very small pantograph.
If you don't get it, we can go round. We can do the go round thing.
Yeah, so like a graph, like a photograph is like light writing. Like graph means writing. Lithograph, like stone writing. I don't know what panto means though, so fuck if I know.
Chris has a look at his face like he knows.
Well, it's Jared's turn, so.
Jared's turn.
Well, here's the thing. I think I know what panto is.
Oh, no, you don't?
No.
Not like panto, like British panto, but like the, But I don't know what a pantograph is, so I don't know what a micropantograph is.
Okay, Sarah?
I have to pass this one along too.
I'm going to say that it's a very, very little tiny device used to, one, either draw stuff, or two, like graph stuff out, or two, if it's a pentagraph, to summon tiny little demons.
That gets the nod for better answer than the actual answer.
Well, Kadao knows it. Chris, do you know it?
Does it
Sarah's very close, by the way.
Oh,
with the demons?
Demons, there you go.
Something earlier that she said.
What?
Oh.
Is Kadao on the right track, so to speak?
I don't think so. Not according to this, but yeah.
Okay. I was thinking it was like some sort of color printer technology that used little tiny dots of ink.
Yeah, something like that.
But I don't know. I can't remember what a pantograph is. I've definitely heard of the term, but I don't remember.
I also don't know what a pantograph is, but I can tell you what a micropantograph is.
Sure,
according
yes.
to Triviata. The micropantograph is a device used to cut extremely small markings on calibrated instruments.
Oh.
It is capable of producing writing legible under a microscope on the scale of 32 million words to a square inch. That's about as many words as there are in 250 300-page novels.
Oh, that is witchcraft.
A pantograph. So I've looked it up now. And a pantograph is that thing that does this, where you put the pens on one side and then you put the pen on the other side and it copies.
Oh, of course.
So that's
okay,
a pantograph.
Cool.
And it means it's pant meaning all, just like you would expect, and then graph right, but it can copy everything. And I assume that Kadao's pantograph is working on a similar kind of mechanism, and it gets its name from the copying utensil. That was interesting. I think it's Jared's question now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Don't look so pleased.
I like this one.
We're doing for anybody who's just tuned in, because there are a few people watching now. We are doing trivia from 1975. We're in the middle of a little game that we're calling Game Share 1975, and that fabulous. Oh, I've already forgot. It's a Chevy, I think. I forget what car it is because I don't know from cars. If you know, enter it now. But yeah, so we're doing that. And if you have an answer, just type it in. And I'm the only one who can see it, and I am playing, but that's okay. I will give you credit for everything. I won't steal your fine work. But anyway, hi. Thanks for joining.
Hello.
Okay, Jared.
Yes.
Who was the first American to be honored with a monument in India?
Ooh.
Problematic.
Maybe.
Are you able? Is it fair of you to tell me if there's a date involved, or?
I can tell you. Okay,
Before 1975.
No one's gonna get it.
Okay.
So,
Benjamin Franklin.
I'll check out a few clues. It was unveiled in 1947.
Okay.
Okay, so after
it's kind of upbeat. I'll tell you that. It's not someone America should be ashamed of.
One of our few
and far between.
I mean, Julia Child.
Sister Rosetta Tharpe.
Yes.
1947.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've got a guess. I don't think it's right, but I've got a guess.
I'm going big. Abraham Lincoln.
No. Sarah, do you have a guess? I feel like us non-Americans are like not at the
Is it someone? Sorry, Nadia. Is it someone you'd heard of?
It is, but probably just because I read books like this as a child.
Well, fair enough. Okay, so I'm gonna.
I feel Americans would be more likely to have heard of this person.
We can go around and name some people.
I'm going to say it was an action star of some sort. So was Tom Cruise alive before 1975?
1947 was the monument.
Oh yeah. Okay, Tom Cruise.
He's been alive forever, so yeah, it's definitely him.
He is one of the old ones.
He was a vampire. It's true.
Was?
No going back from that.
All right. Well,
okay.
It's someone that you hadn't heard of except in these books. Someone you think Americans would have known.
Yeah.
So my original guess was Walt Disney, but that's out the window because you know who Walt Disney is. I'm going to guess. I'm sort of torn between two. Or three actually. I'm gonna guess Paul Bunyan.
Oh.
No.
Okay. I'm hanging my hat on Nadia saying it's someone that Americans should not feel ashamed of. So it's a statue of W.B. Du Bois.
Right.
Sorry?
W.B. Du Bois? That would be fantastic.
That's a good guess, but it is not.
I don't know if anybody in the audience has a guess. I haven't seen anything come up yet.
Ding.
Do you know what field they became well known in? Can you give us that clue?
Yeah. Do you want clues?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a science thing, and there is a relevance to. There was a reason why people in India were happy about this person's work.
Is it
Jared's having a thought?
Is it
Jared?
I think Chris actually said it. Just the polio
Jonas
vaccine
Salk.
guy, Jonas Salk.
No.
Oh,
So another good guess.
When was the Green Revolution?
Is it disease related then?
It is not. We can do this 20 questions if you want.
I guess you know. narrowing in, I suppose.
Yeah.
All
Are
right.
you a boy or a girl?
Why else would you in India be
Is it
particularly
agriculture related?
It is agriculture related. Yeah.
George Washington Carver.
Is it George Washington
Yes!
Carver?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic!
You are correct, sir. Well done, Jared.
Here, see, it was your question.
So
Got there eventually.
the first American to be
Sorry,
honored.
that's the one I meant. It's a new keyboard.
Oh, yeah. The first American to be honored with a monument in India was George Washington Carver, the black scientist. In 1947, the peanut growers of India unveiled a monument in Bombay to commemorate Carver's work with the versatile goober.
You said goober.
I'm a versatile. Okay, it's been great. I'm bye now.
So yes, well done, Jared. That was obscure.
Good job.
All right. Well, let's see. It's time for one for Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I hope it's pop
This is
culture, and I
actually-
hope it's the last 20 years.
First book that has new things appear in it.
Okay, so according to this book, and here we come to 1975's view of things. I have a feeling this is no longer current, and this is actually kind of more of a Chris question, but it's I don't know, Sarah, you might get it. According to this book, there is one case in which a language that had been dead for a long time was resurrected and is now in common use. What language?
Oh, yeah, Klingon.
Oh, yes. So glad we discovered Klingon in the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Sadly, a terrestrial language, but once again, the guess is better than the actual answer.
Fantastic. I know the answer. So does anybody else want to guess before I just give it away?
I'll guess. Is it Hebrew?
Yeah.
It is Hebrew.
Easier than
Hebrew
I
had
thought.
been a Hebrew had been a dead language for 2,300 years before it was revived by the Jews in Israel as their common language. There is no other case in which a dead language has been resurrected. Chris, is that true? I read that and I was like, I made that face.
Boy, that is
revived like Cornish or whatever.
kind of. So
yeah,
definitely doesn't have.
Languages.
So all right. So Cornish, which I believe is the main example of a Celtic language that has been brought back, is not spoken by nearly as many people as
right.
Hebrew. And if, as Kadao says, there have been others. In fact, Kadao might be the person to ask on this. Also, the idea that Hebrew wasn't spoken for 2,000 years, that's just not quite true. Hebrew was spoken during the Middle Ages. It was a bit different. And also, the Hebrew that came out of the revival is very different from Old Hebrew. Quite significantly different. So, it's more complicated than that. It's not wrong. It's more complicated.
I believe you.
And, if I got any of that a little wrong, and feel free to chip in, Kadao.
Also in 1975, Kadao was saying that this would have been closer to the truth, but now there are more languages that are.
Yeah, sorry, some have been underway, but none have gained too much ground at that point. And I think not too many have gained that much ground even since, but certainly not compared with Hebrew.
Is Manx still around?
I mean, I'll look it up, but
I remember one day during my undergraduate, someone said on the Isle of Man, they speak Manx. On the Isle of Boy, they speak angst. And I thought that was bloody fucking hilarious. And no one else reacted. And I will never forget that. I was like, that was an A+ joke. That was extremely good.
So the last native speaker of Manx died in 1974. But it does continue to be, they attempt to revive it, and people have second language ability with it.
Right.
But yeah, I think Cornish was one that had been really pretty good.
Whereas angst is still very widely spoken.
Oh, yeah. Zuko keeps that flame alive.
Okay.
So
and use the word flame reference.
Yep, I did.
Well done.
And in an aside, another bit of complete randomness from Triviata, 1975. The big fish fight and fight hard, so game fishing is usually considered a man's sport. But on May the 6th, 1950, Mrs. H.A. Bradley took her boat out to Cape Charles, Virginia, and brought to Gaff the largest drumfish ever caught, an 87-pound, 8-ounce giant.
Wow.
Now you know.
She must be quite mannish.
Yeah, she must be good as hell.
Oh my goodness, it's like classic 1975. Women can fish too.
Yeah. Women are just as good as men.
She probably cheated.
So yes, almost all language engineering projects fail their direct objectives in terms of language, but many achieve their indirect objects through the way language stubbornly changes itself despite them. That seems very accurate. All right, do we have another round of questions?
And it's your turn.
It is. Let me have a little sippy sip.
What are you drinking today, Chris?
As I remind everybody that we're playing Game Show 1975. I feel like that car is mine. I'm drinking a cheetah that we got with our Indian food yesterday to celebrate Adam's birthday.
Yes, you told me about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris, are you ready?
I am ready. I'm always ready.
On December 8th, 1959, a travelogue of China entitled Behind the Great Wall was presented in New York City. It was the first movie to what?
It was the first movie?
Yes, it was the first movie to what? Yes. What was its distinction? What was its innovation?
1959, you said?
1959.
Ooh. Well, I have a few thoughts. I feel like
this is more of a Sarah question. Sarah having just gotten a Chris question.
Yeah, you guys should have flipped around.
Yeah. Well, this is more fun if we have to battle it out. In 1959, it was the first. Well, I don't think it would have been. All right, I don't think it would have been the first film made in China. That seems a bit unlikely. I don't think. What could it have been? It was behind the what curtain? Behind
the Great Wall.
Behind the Great Wall. Let's say it was the first film. It was the first film filmed. It was the first movie filmed inside with scenes filmed inside the Forbidden Palace.
Good guess, but no.
All right, that's all I aim for is a good guess.
Okay.
Here, you can all have the satisfaction.
Okay, I'm not going to subject everyone to scenes of me scrunching up my face in thought. I'll just say the first movie with subtitles.
No, also a good guess, but no.
Is it the first movie with scenes filmed inside communist China?
No, also a good guess. I don't know actually what where it stood. That would be an interesting question to ask about this movie, but no. Sarah, do you have a guess?
I'm gonna say something innovative involving the film. So like they tried to do 3D or involve some kind of 4D aspect or something like that.
You're on the right track.
Yeah, 3D was a guess, but I thought 3D movies had come out by then.
Yeah.
I do associate them with the 50s, and well,
it was the first like 75 millimeter film or whatever that's called. No.
Do you want a clue?
Yeah. Well, no, nobody's chimed in from the audience, so yeah.
This is a pretty goofy and a fairly goofy technology that never really caught on.
Smell-o-vision.
Yes! I was gonna say.
Wow. All right, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Wow.
Hey, it'll catch on one day.
City, earning the distinction of being the first movie to be shown with accompanying scent. The scent was forced through vents in the ceiling.
Wow.
Oh, so nasty.
The least appealing way to put that.
Yeah. Just I'll wait for the like implants to like fool my brain into thinking it's smelling something.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. So what is
There's a cool ride at Disney World that involves like smell-o-vision and stuff, and it works really well. It's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, you're like in a seat that's technically flying over the world, and then when you go over the Serengeti and stuff, you smell like grass and you smell like different spices depending on where you are in the world.
Oh wow.
Cool. I do like smells.
Smells are good sometimes.
Sometimes. The good ones are good.
Yeah, I think smell combined with like virtual reality is getting quite immersive. Oh, look at the ball. Look at that kitty cat.
Oh, she's sleepy. Oh, that's the money shot right there.
Okay.
All right. Next
Riddle
up for
me.
me.
Riddle me.
All right. Riddle you. This is another first from times gone by, since we are inventing a time machine after all.
Yeah.
Okay. Boulanger's restaurant, which opened in Paris in 1765, was the first dining establishment to what?
What year was that again?
1765.
1765.
First dining establishment to take reservations.
Sorry?
Take reservations.
No, although good guess.
Was it the first dining establishment to call itself a restaurant?
No, although that is also a good guess. You're on the right sort of track.
Oh. Oh, now you threw me off. Right sort of track because it called itself a restaurant.
Actually, don't. If you were thinking something else, it might be.
No, I wasn't.
It's actually not on the right track.
Meow, meow, meow.
It's adjacent to the right track.
I'm trying to throw you off.
It's track adjacent, yeah.
Cadell has a guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Again, right track, not quite.
Okay.
Ooh, to present checks to customers. Okay, to have designated waiters.
No.
My guess is that it's the first restaurant to have a menu.
You are correct. Ding, ding, ding.
Cool.
Meat's
Yeah,
back on the menu.
early restaurants just gave you what they were making, as I recall, and then the menu was an innovation, and then I think Russia got really excited about it, and then took over the menu restaurant tradition because they were crazy about all things French. And then, yeah, it took a while for the rest of the world to catch up with that idea, including, I think, France.
According to Triviata, the first dining establishment to print a menu offering a variety of foods and liquors was Boulanger's restaurant, which opened in Paris in 1765. Previously, coffee houses and taverns served ordinaires, regular meals at a common table at a fixed time and price. Parisians still enjoyed eating when and what they liked. That 50 years later, the city had more than 125 restaurants, one of which served 197 differently prepared meat dishes. Not a place to go with your vegetarian friends.
No, France is generally not. No.
That was an interesting family trip.
We'll hold off on some of those stories.
Whoa.
Whose turn is it?
It's Jared's turn.
Jared, what is the largest single organ in the human body?
Yeah.
It's the skin, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That was a ridiculously easy one. I might give you another one. The body of the
Let him have one.
the body of the average adult contains 2,800 square inches of skin, making the skin the largest single organ in the human body.
It's grosser when you measure it at all. Like, oh, you have so many inches of skin. It's skin. How many square yards of skin do you have?
Random extra from 1975. In 1969, a poll taken in Morocco revealed that only 88% of those asked knew that a man had set foot on the moon. Of these, more than half thought the story was a hoax.
Well, that number would only go down in the years to come.
Chris.
Sorry. Hold on.
It is rough chuckle.
Rough chuckle.
I guess we need a rough chuckle sound effect. Just like, ooh.
Just imagining someone laughing, but like then having a hacking cough or something. I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
What's Sarah's question?
Sarah's turn. Sarah, what are ligers and tigans?
Well, you threw me off with the Tigan.
Tigans and ligers.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I generally don't approve of violence, but Buzz Aldrin punching a dude in the face when he like came at him like with moon landing hoax bullshit. I was like, yeah, that's okay.
I've not heard of that.
Oh yeah, no.
I feel like that, yeah, fair.
Well, a liger is a cross between a lion and a tiger, but I don't know what a tigan is, except
Think about it.
a tiger and a lion.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Isn't that the same thing?
No.
Well,
No,
You're
okay.
saying one's like a lion male, and then
yep, that's
oh,
it.
Ligers and tigans may sound like a classic spoonerism, but creatures with these names actually exist. They are the hybrid offspring of one of the rarest cross-matings of all between a lion and a tiger. There are fewer than a dozen of these creatures in captivity today. When the father is a lion, the cub is called a liger. When the sire is a tiger, the animal is a tigan.
So other way around. Kira,
or they're just,
I'm afraid I don't know how
or
to
they're
pronounce
just
your name.
avatar creatures. Which
Yeah.
Well.
I really enjoy when the Earth King has a bear and it's just a bear. And
Everyone's
it's so
like,
puzzling. What the fuck? It's like, no, it's a bear.
That's the best.
All right. Do we have another round of Game Show in 1975, Nadia?
Which is a good
Yes. Okay. I'm trying to.
Kira. Okay. Kira Lees. Okay. Kira Lees. Okay.
I'm just trying to think how to formulate this as a question. Of the almost 4 billion people in the world today, 1975.
Whoa.
Okay. There are 3 main ways of eating in the sense of conveying food from your plate to your mouth. What are they, and what percentage uses each one?
Okay. I assume we're thinking about cutlery or forks and spoons, chopsticks, and then either, I mean, there's more than 3 is the thing. This is like the issue. There's also hands, but there's also bread and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna interrupt you and say that you are correct
food
so
and
far.
hands.
Yeah, hands. I think they lumped everything else under hands because the 3 are knife and fork, chopsticks, and a third with their fingers.
I mean, if you think about it, the bread is itself food. You're still using your hand.
You're using your hands. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sure, I suppose. But anyway. So let's see. So that's one possibility. But this was back in the day. I mean, I think
you got it right, no?
I think I would put it more like 20, 40, 40 maybe at this point, but yeah, something like that. What is that close?
Of the almost 4 billion people in the world today, approximately a third eat with a knife and fork, a third with chopsticks, and a third with their fingers.
Oh. Okay.
What it says.
But bread bowls are so good. Any excuse to remind people that bread bowls exist is good in my book.
Yes,
I like the tweet I saw a couple of days ago. It's like, well, humanity has fucked up most things, but we invented bread, and we did that. Like, we really scrapped when we made bread.
I've never ever had a bread bowl.
Oh yes,
it'll be on the bucket list.
I'm just excited because I have such a good question for Michael.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, good. I think. Well, I don't know. I'm up for it.
In what percentage of men does the left testicle hang lower than the right?
Oh! Let me
giggle.
Now, kids, you can stay in the room for this because this is not dirty. It's just biology.
It's the human body.
Absolutely normal for one to hang lower. Let me just, in my memory palace, revisit all the testicles I have.
They wobble to and fro.
Oh, what percentage?
I like that Michael is going from personal experience.
He's like, a very thorough survey.
I have seen my share. I will say,
you've got a notebook, and you've been keeping track of everyone.
I will say that 1/3 is the left hangs and 2/3 is the right hangs.
Oh, interesting.
I'm lefty.
That is a
and your testicles are hanging.
Yeah, I can vouch. I'm left-handed. Left testicle hangs much lower.
Yeah,
exactly.
How else would I arrive at a conclusion when I have the data set?
Well, according to Triviata of 1975, as any tailor knows, in about 85% of men, the left testicle hangs lower than the right.
Oh, wow.
85%? That's huge.
I mean, I got it wrong. I thought the right was lower more often.
You know, maybe you were
just see more testicles.
Like, clearly
it depends on whether you're facing downstream or what.
Or at least start bringing a measuring tape.
Obviously, if I'm their left is my right. Okay, I feel all right. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that was
thank you for the testicle question.
You are welcome.
It was spectacular.
Okay. Aaron,
testicle left.
You probably know that a female fox is a vixen and a female peacock is a peahen. But how about a female aviator?
This feels like a trick. I know what I think the answer is, but it seems too obvious. Is a female aviator an aviatrix?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
And a female
or she was.
Yeah.
Yes, right. Okay. Once again, we've invented a time machine.
Yes. Thank goodness.
Okay. A female sultan.
It's a sultana.
Sultanis.
Yeah. A female Maharaja.
No, that's a raisin.
Right.
A female Maharaja
A female Maharaja.
is a Maharani.
Yes. A female Kaiser.
Kaiserin.
Yes.
I probably said that wrong.
And-
I don't speak German.
I think you're close enough.
No, but it's you got the right word. And a male and a female swan. Swan.
Wait, like the animal.
Oh, I can't
You're
remember.
weird.
I know I knew this.
One of them's a swanner, and the other one's a swanee.
Swan.
Terrible.
Yeah, I can't remember this one.
Do you want a little clue?
Sure.
They're both 3-letter words.
Are we talking about the animal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Male and female swan.
Yeah.
3 letters. Woof.
Does
I've
anyone else know?
definitely heard this.
I mean, is the female a hen?
Nope.
Okay. I mean, all sorts of birds are females are called hens.
I was thinking that, yeah.
It's just I'm about the beautiful, majestic swan. Like that is the hen.
That's a lovely hen.
What a cute little hen.
Swan. I feel like I should know this from crosswording.
I know I've seen this, and I was just like, well, I can forget that. That's never going to come up. Yeah,
one is a sig, and the other one's a net.
Yeah, that's a
no
baby swan, right? Signet?
Yeah, Signet is baby swan.
I have
You guys
no
give
idea.
up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
The female is a pen, and the male is a cob.
Yeah,
Hen.
yeah.
I have totally heard of pen.
Yeah,
No, I didn't know cob, but I totally
I
heard
think
of
that's why
pen.
hen was like in my mind.
I liked that one because it started super easy and then got super hard.
Yes,
It started with a
it
big
did.
thing
Yeah,
and really ate it.
Totally unrelated.
I think tapped out around the female Maharaja.
You're like,
No,
I'm
I
done.
probably could have gone longer. It was just the swans are
Yeah.
my mortal enemy.
Okay, Sarah, this is a
Oh, God.
hilarious one that no one will actually get this, but it's kind of funny. Everyone can guess, and that will
Don't rub a pillow against your microphone, Sarah, please.
I was just getting comfy.
That's good. That's good. I like when you're
Not
comfy.
Okay, go.
Okay. The musical highlight of the Great Exhibition of 1851 in England was an instrument called, and I won't tell you, the organist of this most unusual instrument had assembled a group of animals and caused them to make a sound by pressing keys. What kind of animals?
And we're not going to get it.
Well, I don't know. Maybe
You
you
don't
will.
even
Well,
need
I mean, that's not obvious, like a monkey or something.
Well, exactly. It's probably not something that you would have
How
come
would you
across.
tune,
Although,
tune the animals?
A
You
koala.
well,
You're the
koala.
I'm swinging, okay?
The koala phone. That's ambitious.
Don't they make like a horrible screaming noise?
As does the animal in question, I believe. If you try to make it sing.
Well, are you gonna guess, Chris?
I think it's cats.
nope.
Was it
And
mice?
it's Sarah's turn. Sarah, did you give
Sarah
up?
guessed.
Oh, I
Sarah
said
guessed-
koala.
Koala.
Oh, I did not hear that. And
You're like,
and
I
that is-
chose not to acknowledge that.
Pretty confident that one's
I
not
thought
right.
koalas- Yeah, I thought koalas don't make a noise, but I could be wrong.
I think they do, but it's just like this horrible like bellowing thing.
Maybe it was a comedy act. I don't know.
Your little koala just makes a groan. See, when you were describing like, oh, this weird instrument, like this keyboard, an organist,
Yeah.
1850. I was like, oh, it's a celesta. I bet this is a celesta, which is not involving animals. So
No.
I will say
Well, not with that attitude.
doves.
What? Doves?
Doves.
No, that would have been musical.
That would have been logical.
Continuous musicals.
I mean, it's the thing
It
that
would
they
have been.
did.
You could have played "When Doves Cry" on it. And,
Oh, someone got there just before you.
Ah.
It makes nice
It's
sounds.
the thing that they did on the Muppet Show where they hit them with a mallet, if I remember correctly.
This is the
I thought it was
principle
actually
you're
cats, but I guess it was something else.
Jared.
correct principle, but what animal?
Yeah.
Is it something that we wouldn't think of as pleasant to listen to normally?
I think that's fair to say.
Okay.
It's made by hitting animals with mallets so they scream.
Wait, is that what happened? Holy shit! Why? Oh, that's so upsetting.
Well, some things just like squeak, so you know.
It wasn't Gonzo's act.
The 19th century was not the nicest time.
Oh yeah, they would have been like, "Oh, hear the shrieking of the colonized animals." Versus
Oh, yeah, maybe.
That's the sound of the empire.
That's right.
We've made this terrible thing.
It's Marvin Suggs and his Muppetophone is the thing I'm
Marvel.
thinking about. They did Witch Doctor, but it's a guy hitting some big round fuzzy Muppets with mallets.
Is it rats? I don't know.
I used to say like frogs. Something you can hit with a mallet and make it scream.
Pigs.
Okay. Pigs is correct.
Pigs!
Woo!
Oh, pigs!
Man, pigs have been mistreated since the second they were invented.
It's
Wow.
little
See,
pigs,
no one,
right?
no one like
What did pigs ever do to us?
Nothing,
a
man.
concert
Nothing.
of swine.
Yeah.
The musical highlight of the Great Exhibition of 1851 in England was an instrument called the pigtail organ. The
Wow.
organist of this most unusual instrument had assembled a herd of pigs, each of which had a squeal of a different pitch. The tails of the melodic swine were connected to a system of pincers, which were operated by the keys of the organ. To play the instrument, the organist merely pressed the desired keys and voila, the pigs squealed out a melody to the delight of the audience.
This is like a rejected Kafka short story.
It literally, yeah. It sounds like something that would happen in the Garden of Good and Evil painting, like
Yeah.
like pig organ.
Yeah, it's true. It's oh gosh, brain.
Brutal.
Thank God we have samplers nowadays.
Bosch? Are you trying to think of Bosch? Hieronymus
Yeah,
Bosch?
Gardener
Hieronymus
with the light.
Bosch. Thank you.
Yeah, Nine Inch Nails. Trent Reznor can use as many pig sounds as he wants without ever hurting an actual
Yes.
pig.
So how many pigs did they have to go through for this? Did you go to a farm and be like, okay, now pull all of your pigs' tails for me?
88.
And we need to tune them. We need to get the pitch of each
Yeah, like,
squeal.
oh no, that one's an A flat. I don't need that. Like,
We already have our A flat. We need a
Yeah.
G.
The things we did before television.
Woof. Wow. Just fucking stay home and jack off. Come on.
Exactly.
well, they were the Victorians. They couldn't do that. Their
Oh,
underwear
yeah.
would electrocute them or
Oh,
something if they did
now I
that.
feel really sad for people alive in that time. If you made it past 25 because of the tuberculosis.
Yeah, that's true.
And then if you got tuberculosis, it's because you were jacking off.
Yes. At least you got to go sit by the seaside for a while until you died.
Yeah, torture some pigs.
What was the name of it again? The pig's tail?
Pigtail organ.
They didn't even give it like a Latin
That'd be a
name.
fun thing to Google.
Boy, this is giving me
Oh,
something
yeah, no
very
thanks.
different when I Google it.
Google at your own risk.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a picture? I need to see a picture of how. Is that what you're
Yeah,
looking for?
it's if looking. So what you want to Google is Piganino.
I do not want to Google.
No,
That's a different thing, but it is the same principle.
it's gonna be some fucking grotesque woodcut, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a satirical illustration from the 19th century. It's theorized in the 15th century, but it is the idea the Schweineorgel, or l'orgue cochon, the hog harmonium or the swine way.
Oh no, not the swine way. That's fuck.
Yeah, this picture is super Boschian.
Yeah, that's nightmarish.
Was it? Oh my God! Look at that. Yep,
That is nightmarish.
that is the work of back in the day. It was like, wow, complete psychopathic serial killer. Yay!
Yeah.
Good job.
It's just the same society that gave rise to Jack the Ripper. So,
Yeah, that's true.
Because we're doing so much better.
Yeah.
well, I'm not saying that.
Well, at least make a stink about a pig organ.
You would get canceled on Twitter for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's see if we can find this for the graphic for next week's episode.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's get our listenership down. Viewership.
It's refusing to upload.
Yeah.
Image.
For your own safety.
Gotta stopping you, Chris. Gotta stopping you.
There it is. There we are.
Oh god.
Oh my god!
Okay,
Wow.
that's pretty great.
I know she's meant to be singing, but I'm imagining her just bellowing.
Yelling at the pig.
How would you control all the other pigs from just not squealing constantly?
Exactly.
Well, they're trainable, aren't they?
You drug them.
Yeah, I guess so. And then they only
just go down to the pharmacy, get a bottle of opium, and give it to the pigs.
You're not pulling, you're pincing them, but you're actually just sticking uppers and downers into them constantly.
Oh, it's gotten so dark.
Oh God! Sorry, everybody.
Can we get?
Sorry, everybody, but that's what happens when you play Game Show 1975.
Somehow more horrifying than 1939.
You have a few more questions for us, Nadia?
I do. For you, I have a New York City question.
Oh, okay. I can do that, maybe.
Maybe it's obscure, but you know, the first sidewalk in the United States was laid in New York City in what year, and what was the street called?
Oh, you know this.
Oh, I have absolutely no idea, but it was in New York City. Okay. Well, and what was the street called? I mean, all right, that makes me think it isn't a major one. Like if I were in charge back then, Broadway would be the obvious one to do because it's the natural, like it's the path that the native people used. It is, it's a very old road.
Predated the city. Yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely. As for what date it would be, I mean, I don't know. When did they start making sidewalks? But
yeah, this is we're going back a ways.
I mean,
is it
time machine?
It's well, I mean, they definitely could have had one by I mean, again, I don't really know the technology, what's needed for it. I would guess the early 1700s, but it could even be the late 1600s. But 1720, I'd say, something like that.
You're not far off. Do you want me to just? Does anyone want to guess?
Well, if anybody else wants to, I mean, if anybody knows.
No.
Heck no.
I would also have guessed Broadway. But this is sidewalks. Maybe people have
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's sidewalk as opposed to paved road. I think that may be also
exactly. So
they used to have board sidewalks in the Old West and stuff.
It does not. It doesn't give me a lot of information about the sidewalk. It's a very short entry.
All right. So it's around. So what year was it?
It's 1657 was the year.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's really. So just for context, the earliest extant surviving house in New York City is in Queens, and it's from 1666. So that's why I was thinking it would be later.
Yeah.
Houses before then. They just don't.
I mean, Queens was not part of New York City.
Queens was not part of New York City at the time. Queens wasn't even a coherent thing at the time, really. But nevertheless, all right. Well, all right. But it was in New York. I assume it was in Manhattan. And if it's not Broadway, I mean, it's going to be in Lower Manhattan for sure, especially at that era. So, Bowery? I don't know. Is it the Bowery?
It's not. I mean, it may be a street that a New Yorker would have heard of, but it's not. It doesn't ring a bell for me.
If anybody else wants to guess,
just go ahead.
He's the only New Yorker here.
Exactly. The first sidewalk in the United States was laid in 1657 on a New York thoroughfare called what else? Stone Street.
Ah.
Sure.
Makes sense.
It may not exist anymore, Chris. That was quite some time ago.
Anymore.
It is. Oh, it does exist. It is Stone Street is a short street in the financial district. It's been broken up since then, since it was founded, as many New York streets have. It's one of the oldest streets. It was originally known by its Dutch street. I'm gonna get my throat ready for this. High Street. In 1632, Dutch West India Company built the first commercial brewery there. and then it was moved a little bit. And in 1658, it became the first paved street in New Amsterdam.
Even old New York.
Yeah, it's down there. It's one of those little streets near Pearl Street and all that. All right, no, I don't know it. It's a pretty obscure street otherwise.
Well, they had to test it out on like one that didn't matter that much.
That's right. Let's try this newfangled sidewalk technology on a street that doesn't matter.
Mikey knows about toilets overflowing at high tide.
Yes. I'm not going to elaborate on that, but
yeah, can we get some information?
well, my high school. Well, okay, my town, the sort of old part of it that was like first settled in the 1600s, is basically on like a glorified shingle beach, which is like at or below sea level. My high school was, for some stupid reason, built into the ground like bunker style. So like if I was sitting in math class and the window was here, the ground would be like outside the window, like right up to there. So like it was like built into the earth, which was at sea level. And there was a road and a breakwater and the ocean on the other side. So like sitting in math class or whatever, if it was like stormy, you get like wave, like spray from the ocean hitting against the window, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, when the tide was very high, you could not flush the toilets because they would back up.
Oh my God.
This is why people think Newfoundland is Atlantis.
Yeah. I mean,
trying to get down to the rest of its...
It was okay. It was a real junky building that was cruciform because it was a Catholic school. And before I was there was the boys' end and the girls' end, and then the gym, and then like the library and the like administrative offices and everything. And later on, there became the junior end and the senior end. And it was like we didn't have a roof on the gym for more than a year. We had a tarp. It didn't have we didn't have anything but extremely bare bone basics programming. And I'm saying all this because after I graduated, the building was torn down, and a big international mining company that was making a smelter in the next town over, which was supposed to go in our town, built us a fancy new high school as kind of an apology gift, I guess. So now it's this massive 2-story building that has like shop class, drama programs, the largest gymnasium in the province, a weight room. And I'm like, I couldn't flush a toilet.
That was true in my elementary school. My elementary school lunches were served in the gym.
Yeah, we didn't have lunch. We just ate at our desk. My life.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't have in elementary school or high school?
Elementary school.
We had
no lunch.
I've seen that for like super young kids, like when I used to do assistant teaching sort of stuff with like 6-year-olds.
No, that was up to grade 8, like 13 years old at our desk. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Was it school provided lunch? Like, did they come in with trays?
Oh no, heck no. We brought our own. We ate at our desk.
Yeah.
And then in high school, cafeteria. Oh, la-di-da.
Okay.
Living high on the hog now.
Yeah, what the heck?
Amazing. Oh,
cafetorium.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Jim was definitely the auditorium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to do like
Hamilton, not a small town.
Well, Hamilton has that blue collar cred.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, another question.
I think
another bit of randomness from 1975.
Like me.
Oh, that's right. Yes, like Chris. Gophers love to eat the lead sheath around telephone cables, thereby disrupting transcontinental service.
They love to do it.
Hold on. I'm gonna make you real big for a second. Hold on. There we go.
There we go. Look at that.
There we go.
There he is, eating lead sheath, picking his little teeth.
Wait, eating the lead sheath?
Yes, lead.
Gopher, buddy. That's not good for you.
That's why gophers are so impervious to everything.
I thought you were going to say that's why gophers are so messed up.
Lead-lined insides. Yeah.
That's why the Gopher Roman Empire collapsed.
Yeah.
Oh man. Do we want to? I could like keep doing this, but let me check in. And do we want like a couple more questions, or how are we feeling?
Do one more question, and then we'll move on to.
We're about at the hour mark.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, we are. There we go. Okay.
Was it my
Michael?
turn? Yeah.
It is your turn. In the year 1975, when
man is
the
still
world
alive.
Nah. We're not gonna make it.
Approximately how many people shared your birthday out of the global population?
So you would expect it to be like 1/365th, but I know that like some days are more.
Well, they don't know what your birthday is.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. This is a short answer.
So like 1/365th.
Of what?
But how many is that?
Oh, how many? Oh, I want to get the. Oh, fuck! Can I use a calculator?
If you don't tell anyone, yes.
Well, I mean, my eyes are going to be on my phone for like a suspicious amount of time.
1975, which has already come up, had a different. There was a different.
I remember how many.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'll just add it. I'll just fuck me. Hold on a second. Everyone else be entertaining.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Is it going to be 10 million? Thereabout.
Very close.
Yeah.
Your birthday may not be such a special day after all. You share it with at least 9 million others.
There you go.
Cool.
Bonus, there are 30 times as many people buried in the earth as there are people now living.
Are they assuming every dead person is buried, or?
It's a good question. Very good question. 1975.
All right. Well, very good. That was another round of Game Show 1975. Woo!
You've got to make like a theme music for this, but that sounds like, I don't know, like the Eagles or something.
Yeah, I only found out we were playing this a little bit before we started. So
I was looking at the top hits of 1975. The 16th largest hit was Ballroom Blitz.
Wow.
There's fun trivia.
I was in my house here, and through the window, I heard a bunch of teenage girls, like in the middle of the night. It was probably midnight. We're standing outside on the street, screaming Ballroom Blitz at the top of their lungs, like the entire song.
How?
They were like 16. I was like, is this a thing again?
I guess they
Am
can
I
all
cool
bring it up
again?
on their. You can all bring it up on their phone, I guess, but like.
Yeah, it was on their phone, and they were just singing it. And I'm like, wow, the stuff I like is cool again, really?
See, now I'm just remembering one time 6 or 7 years ago. I used to live very close to like a junior high and high school, I guess, and this team of like 7 or 8 14-year-old girls were coming down the sidewalk at me, singing in eerie unison Bulletproof, like, this time, baby, I'll be bulletproof. But like,
oh God.
It was kind of terrifying. It was like, I need to hide. They will destroy me if I stand in their way.
They will destroy you.
It was weird, Sarah, when you were saying that, because I was like, wait a minute. And yes, the Ballroom Blitz was released in the US in 1975. So it's not when you were a kid. He was also, if you were singing it when you were a kid, people who were older were also thinking that.
I only know because of Wayne's World, to be honest.
I believe it's 23 is the number, but yes, in a group of, I think 23, you have a 50, or maybe 22, I think it's 23. You have a 50% chance of sharing the birthday with somebody else, which seems much lower for people who haven't heard about this before.
Well, I know I recently
be
saw
lower.
a chart of birthday distributions, and like they are very uneven. Like way more people have birthdays in September v March.
Right.
Huh.
Yes.
We're just completely like thick with Virgos and Libras.
I wonder if that varies from like hemisphere to hemisphere or culture to culture. Or
well, that's good because Libras are the nicest sign in the zodiac. So
Libras are very good.
Want to be surrounded by Libras.
As an Aquarius, the world can't handle too many of us.
All right, everybody, it's time for our next game. We're going to be playing another round of Who Are These People?
Who indeed?
By special request from Mikey earlier. Who are these people? We asked about 100 people, let's say it's 100. Let's average it out. Various questions, and our panelists here are going to have to guess what answers these 100 people came up with. These people are of unknown time and place, but they are probably people who went to see a game show taping in California, let's say 10 or so years ago. It's unclear yet. We haven't quite figured that part out. But They gave their answers, and now we've got to guess them and then wonder, who are these people? So, Mikey, you get to go first. Let me just get my setup set up.
Yeah, set up.
And
I mean, we'll get copyright claimed, but you could just use like "I'm Afraid of Americans" for the theme music for this.
yes, could do that. Sorry. Oh, you're also. Oh no, everybody's leaving. Okay, everybody's leaving.
Actually, I kind of need to pee. So
all right, go ahead. Everybody
I'll be super fast.
Everybody go for a bit.
I don't need to do anything. I'm just going to sit here.
Hi there.
Hi.
So today's episode is sponsored by Baskerville.
Baskerville's here.
Did I get her there?
Aww.
She's so sleepy. Oh, she's covering her face.
Wait, she has her paw over her face. Oh my gosh.
Oh, she's doing a cute. She's got a real cute going on.
Oh.
Oh. She got disturbed. It's no good. It's no good at all. So let's see. Yeah, who are all these people? They are. It's impossible to know. If you have any idea, viewers, who these people are, let us know.
What is the origin of this specific set of questions? Is it like a box of cards? What is it?
It is from a thing I found online that has a bunch of things from a certain game show. And I believe it is from a home game version of that game show.
Okay.
So that is where I've gotten these. So don't go Googling for it. It will ruin the effect. It'll be absolute cheating.
Google ye not.
Google ye not, mortal. Let's see.
Noli me googlier.
It could well be. Or it just could be a clash of people who took a bus tour from the Midwest. It's hard to say, but they've got opinions.
The fabled swing voter.
They have the wrong opinions.
Very often.
Yes, very often.
Now, of course, if you were watching this and you were asked your opinions for this particular game show, it may not be you. Remember, just one person can only make so much of an effect on survey results. So you're probably one of the cool ones.
Yeah,
for sure.
There's plenty of great Midwestern people. Let me make that clear. I'm just thinking of the ones who end up answering the questions on this show.
Like retirees who just bust over to Hollywood for a day or whatever.
I mean, anytime I get a phone call and it's a survey, I'm like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I get to stick my oar in. My weird opinions will be reflected in the results.
All right. Let's start, and Nadia will join us when she's back. Which I don't think will be too long, but okay. So we will begin with, I guess, Jared. Jared, our first question. Oh, wait, here comes a Nadia, and I think she can probably hear us anyways. Let me put her on. There we go.
Oh.
Jared, our first question on today's show is, name an invention that you were really glad was invented.
Well,
name a peachy keen invention.
Oh, there's so many
ways I could go.
There are 9 answers on the board.
A dishwasher.
Dishwasher. Is dishwasher an answer? Nope.
Oh, hello.
Really?
Oh, look at this. Look at this new friend.
Oh, yes.
Happy boy or girl or
boy.
Boy. Okay.
Who is it?
So good.
What's his name?
What is this name? Yeah.
Jonesy.
Jones.
Named after the cat from Alien.
Wonderful.
Fantastic.
Also
Mikey, can you name an invention you were really glad was invented?
I can't suppress my own instincts here, so I'll say penicillin.
Penicillin. I don't know if everybody would have considered that an invention. Sorry about the camera tilt. But yeah, it's not on there. Jonesy, what is your answer?
Indoor plumbing.
Indoor plumbing.
AKA toilets.
Which is very similar to to Kira Lace's answer. Kira Lace? I hope I said that right. God, I'm the worst.
You're juggling a lot of balls, Chris.
I'm afraid not.
What the hell are these people grateful for?
Yeah.
Nadia, you've won.
Not that.
So if you want to showboat and guess all 9 answers correctly, let's do it.
What did you say?
I haven't guessed anything yet.
She hasn't
She only
guessed
wins
yet.
if she gets it right, Chris. We all lose if she gets it wrong.
Exactly.
Oh, all right,
exactly.
all right.
I could still lose. I'm going to guess
Thank you.
phone.
Phone. That's a correct answer.
Now
Number
she
2.
wins.
Keep going to show these people how it's done.
I mean, I don't know. How about car?
Car. Number 3 answer.
Yeah.
Automobile.
Automobile.
That makes some sense.
Yeah.
Inventions. What do these people think of as inventions for which they are happy?
You've got the number 2 and number 3.
Electricity.
Electricity. Number 5 answer.
Recovery. It's like penicillin.
Wow, Nadia knows what
Electricity is a
everyone
natural
likes.
force.
Oh, yes, and just once again.
No one likes a freaking toilet. Like, come on.
You all want to?
I
I love it. But
I would have said indoor plumbing. Yeah. What
Thank
else
goodness
am
you
I
didn't.
glad?
Painkillers and
exactly.
antibiotics. I don't want to live in anywhere that doesn't have painkillers and antibiotics.
Yeah. That's very true.
Oh, these are all
Wait,
excellent.
you're
points.
talking. I guarantee this is American. Sorry, Jared.
Yeah, television.
No, it is. It's-
television. Number 1 answer is television.
On television.
There are
Oh
people who
my
went to a
God.
TV taping. after
Chris.
all.
Are you kidding me?
I didn't hear Nadia, and then I heard you, but I heard collagen, and I was real confused.
I mean, maybe. After all, who are these people?
These people.
Oh, I get the title now. I do.
I'm so happy they invented the most common protein in the human body.
Okay. Keep going. You've got 4. There's still 5 answers on the board.
Oh my God. Who are these people and what are they grateful for? Air conditioning?
Air conditioning.
It's a good one.
Number 9 answer. Far too low on the list, frankly, but
Jared's
Nice.
about to have a break.
I thought I knew my people.
Jared's not even smiling anymore. He's just done.
saying that
You
next to the word 1975 reminds me that the pill would make a really great band name.
I'm sure it's taken, but it's good.
Probably is.
Kill
Hard to Google.
1975 would make a really good band name.
Well, the 1975 is a band. They're pretty good.
Oh.
Oh, you didn't know that? That was my joke. Yes. Yes, the 1975 actual band that has had actual hits, I guess.
Yeah, someone selected a song on an episode of Mixtape. It was good.
Yeah. Nadia, keep going. You're still hot dogging here. You've managed to get 5. There's 4 more to
go.
You're some kind of prodigy. Like the rest of us just whiffed, and you're just ding, ding, ding.
I'm afraid radio is not one of the answers.
He's the American Whisperer.
The American Whisperer. Camera.
Camera. All right, that time you finally went too far. Nobody likes camera. You're so unflattering. Okay. Does anybody else want to shout out things that they may have thought of since then?
Nope.
No? Okay. The number 8 answer, it's kind of a terrible, pathetic answer, frankly. Remote.
Oh, that is
sad. I would not have got that.
that is sad.
Number 7 answer, airplane.
Sure.
Number 6 answer, microwave.
But not a dishwasher.
Not a dishwasher. I know these people's priorities are way off.
Well, you know what? Doing laundry by hand is what's bullshit.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Totally. I would never do that. I would just
And
never
also
do
doing
it.
dishes, but doing laundry by hand is also bullshit. But number 4 is in fact a computer.
Oh.
Ah.
I bet most of them did.
Yeah, that's true. And then they just translated it for the show.
Translated it into West Coast speech.
The kicker.
All right, good job, Nadia. I'm gonna put a big N next to that one for you. Round 2, we start with Mikey. Mikey, who are these people and what did they say
Big
when
N for
asked?
know it
If
all.
you could bring Mikey, listen.
I'm listening.
If you could bring someone famous back from the grave, who would you choose?
Okay, me. This is not my answer. Me.
Wait, what year was this?
Like
We don't know. About 10
know.
years ago, maybe?
Yeah, this is why I was still stuck in 1975.
They said
brain.
computer, not internet.
Yeah, I was
don't know if that
shocked.
means anything.
Shocked at computer because I was thinking in the 70s. So this is not my answer. Me, George Eliot. This hypothetical person, Albert Einstein.
Number 4 answer.
Oh, okay.
Sarah. Who would you bring back from the dead?
Oh God. Who would I, or who do I think?
Yeah, I want to know your answer and then your proper answer.
Building a time machine.
Exactly.
Yeah, I want to know your personal answer before you give your answer to the game.
Grandma.
Oh,
Oh.
I mean that might be on there.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna say Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley. Would you believe number 1 answer?
Yeah, I do believe it.
Elvis is still alive. How can you bring him back from the dead?
Oh.
That's right.
Oh. Okay, Nadia. Who would you bring back?
And no, I'm not sure. John F. Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy. Number 2 answer. There are 6 answers on the board, and you have found 3 of them. And we go to Jared to find out what Jared thinks. People. So yes, number 1 is Elvis. Number 2 is Kennedy. Number 3 is still out there.
What was the third one that was said?
Einstein.
Oh, okay.
And then audience, if you've got a guess, that'd be a good time
I
to
keep
pop
wanting
in.
to, like, as a joke, just say Jesus, even though he famously
Just say it, Jared. Go with it.
No, if these are Midwestern folks, then they're on that same page.
Yeah.
God is real. Jesus is alive.
Bring back from the dead. I mean, my personal answer would be Jane Austen, but I know that's not what they're going to say. Who's dead? Who's
dead?
Who's dead?
Death is a social
More people than are alive. As
name
Nadia
a
told
people.
us.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Hell no. That's not on
Hell
this
no.
list.
It was
There's a reason
wishful
I said
thinking on my
Elvis.
part.
Mikey. Sorry,
Yeah.
audience. Did you? I haven't seen anything from the audience, so we will go back to Mikey, and if they get it real quick, maybe we'll sneak it in there. But Mikey, we're now back around to you. So
Georgie
There's-
Washington.
George Washington.
Yeah, he should stay dead.
Oh, I don't agree. I just
No,
thought
I
that
know. I'm just like, ah.
No, I understand. Answering is not
answering is not endorsement.
endorsement.
It's not
Retweets are not endorsements.
Okay, Sarah. There's still 3 answers on the board. Who do people want back from the grave?
Marilyn Monroe.
Right answer. Number 5 answer.
I had a feeling you're going to be on there.
I do not have my finger on the pulse of this country.
I think, like, as an outsider observing the way the Americans think, that makes it easier.
Also,
You're supposing
I'm
we
guessing
think.
from these answers that this pulse is very faint these days.
I'm like, what are Americans like? Monroe.
Do Americans have it in
Nadia,
their life?
there's still 2 answers left, Nadia.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
That means,
man.
Sarah, you've won it.
We
But if you
don't
want to
do
guess
civil
any
rights here, Nadia.
of the 2 answers left, can you do it? Sarah,
No,
hot dog away.
John Wayne.
John Wayne.
Eh.
When did he die? He
Oh.
wasn't.
No.
Like the 60s, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I assume this was done in the 90s or like.
Yeah. Mhm.
yeah. He was definitely dead in the 90s. I'm pretty sure.
He was.
Yeah,
he
for
was.
Oh yeah, 1979. You're right. Okay. All right. I thought it was a little later than that. Well, that is it for that. Did anybody else want to guess anything? Okay.
James Dean.
Number 6 answer was John Lennon.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Number 3 answer was Jesus.
Jared.
I should've gone with it.
Overestimated the theological grasp of Americans. The entire point of the fucking story is that he didn't die.
Say he didn't die, Jared's like.
I mean,
no,
this is not a country known for its deep theological inquiry into anything.
Oh
So
my god.
But I love that Jesus
Amazing.
takes like fourth place. What was it?
Jesus was third after Presley
Third.
and Kennedy.
The Holy Trinity.
Which, I mean, you can either say that's too high because he shouldn't be on the list at all, or it's too low because seriously, you're picking Presley over Jesus? Even if you don't believe in Jesus, Jesus is probably a better pick.
The people who picked 1 and 2 are a little more in tune with schools of Christian thought.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
I mean, if it's like, who
Or
would
they
you
don't care at
invite
all.
to your dinner party? If that's
Yeah,
what they're thinking
yeah.
of the questions, but yeah.
Maybe that's what they thought.
All right.
Jesus is always there. He's everywhere.
What do you mean free wine? I'd invite Jesus in a second.
Sarah.
George Eliot and Jane Austen would have been the right answer to that question.
Oh, this is interesting.
That is something I never thought of before. I kind of enjoy that thought.
That is a
write
good. That
that
is a
short
good
story.
mind trap to go down. Sarah, we asked 100-ish people. Top 6 answers are on the board. Name something that makes it hard to get out of bed.
Name something that makes it hard to get out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
Cold. Is that the kind of answer you want?
Is cold enough on the board? Yes, it is.
Yay.
Number 4 answer. Good job. Nadia,
Know that well.
name something that makes it hard to get out of bed.
Hangover.
Hangover.
Good.
Is hangover up there?
No, that's
I'm
a good one,
afraid
but
not. It is good.
It's true.
No one would admit to that.
yeah, exactly.
God, the pup of logic.
Exactly. The Hitchhiker, that's a fantastic bit from that. Yes.
That is-
So that could be a good reason for keeping time travel under wraps. Although the time travel exists in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. So there you go. Who knows? Jared, name something that makes it hard to get out of bed.
Somebody stapled your blankets to the floor. You're just
Somebody.
You're just too tired, did you say?
Yeah,
Okay. Is you're just too tired on the board?
exhaustion, whatever.
Yes, tired is number 1 answer.
Tired
There you
with
go.
my answer.
Aw, see.
Mikey, name something that makes it hard to get out of bed.
So we've had too cold, tired, and what was Nadia's answer?
I said hangover, but that was not.
Oh,
on
that's
the
right. It
board.
wasn't there. Right.
Yeah, there's 2 answers have been correct, and there are still 4 on the board.
Grapes. Oh, a cat.
I was
A
thinking
cat. That is also
kitties.
that is also another answer. Is a cat up there? I mean, it's true, but it's not on the board. Okay. It is now audience's turn, and Kadau thinks migraine. Totally valid reason, but I'm afraid it's not on the list. So that brings us back to Sarah.
I don't know how picky it's being, but I was gonna say something like sickness.
Sickness. Is sickness up there? No.
That was going to be my answer, so you saved me from.
You're welcome.
Well, Jared's won.
Oh yeah, because Mikey got it wrong.
E.
So Jared, you have won. You can hot dog, but in a moment. But first, we've got another viewer answer. Rain, which is the number 2 answer. So very good job.
I
What
like
else? We
getting
now
out of bed when
have-
it's raining.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You like getting out of bed when it's raining?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like, oh, it's time to get up. You could go look out the. I don't know.
you're
No,
perfect.
I know. I mean, like, I'll sit up
Well,
and start reading when it's raining because it's nice.
I wore a scarf in hot weather the other day. I was definitely like living that illicit lifestyle.
See, my number 1 answer that I know is probably not on the board would be clinical depression.
Yeah, fair. No, there's nothing illness related on here.
Yeah,
That's weird. I would think
Yeah.
that there would be.
Yeah, like I've had sickness for sure. Like you got a cold or something.
I wanna go to bed. Is it because you're on vacation? It's a day
Nope.
off.
No.
Okay.
The number 6 answer. If
Can we-
it's
can we
dark.
guess it? Aw.
Sorry?
If it's dark.
I
If it-
thought we could guess some more.
Oh, if you
If
want
it's
to keep
dark.
going, sure. Yeah.
I was gonna get something like your partner, your spouse or partner being.
Yep.
Another
Nope.
one.
That's not there.
Nope,
It's a good
not
answer,
on
but it's
there.
not there.
All right.
I don't think
Right.
you'll get the other ones at this point. But
Continue,
number
yeah.
5 answer. Now we had rain, but number 5 answer is weather. So snow, I guess. I don't know. Number 3 answer, which I guess many of your things may have sort of implied, comfort. But I don't think that's quite enough to count for kitties or partner, I'm afraid.
Well, I mean, when a kitty is on you and you desperately need to pee, and if you don't start getting ready now, you're going to be late. But the kitty is on you.
Yep.
Okay, it's time for the fast money round. We're going to go around for this round. We're going to do it this way this time. We're going to go around once, and then everybody's going to guess one time. It's going to be right or wrong, but the goal is to get the highest one.
Most points.
So fast money. So let's be reasonably quick about this, and we will start with Nadia. Nadia, name something people hide under their bed.
Shoebox.
Shoebox. Okay. Okay. And then Jared, name something people hide under the bed.
Money.
Money. Okay. And then Michael.
It's Americans. Gun.
Gun. Okay. And then Sarah.
Dirty clothes.
Dirty clothes. Anyone in the audience?
My room, I see.
Name something that people hide under their bed. We've got porn.
Oh yeah.
Which I will let you know is sadly not one of the answers.
What, your whole
Liars.
Yeah, that's true. This is before the computer was your porn.
All your Playgirl magazines or whatever.
That's not hardly porn.
It is if you're like 13 and you've never seen a magazine before.
No, I'm not saying especially for 13-year-old they can't do the trick, but and
at that point a Sears catalog is good enough.
Exactly. Well, okay.
The underwear page of your Sears catalog.
So, Mikey, I'm afraid gun was not on the list.
I gamble, I lose.
Everyone else did. The ones that didn't get picked were number 7, candy, number 6, suitcases, and number 5, lockbox. What did get picked was number 4, presents for Kadow, number 3, clothing for Sarah, number 2, shoes for Nadia, number 1 answer, money for Jared. So good job, Jared.
People actually put money under their bed, eh?
Apparently. You're going to start this round. Name something that makes people blink. An audience, you can type in whenever.
I'm starting this round?
Yes.
Okay. Something that makes people blink. Surprise.
Surprise. Okay.
Or shock. I don't know.
Yep. Mikey?
Camera flash.
Camera flash. Okay. Sarah?
Wind.
Wind. Okay. And Nadia?
Oh my god. Something that makes people blink. Strobe light.
Strobe light. That's going to count as the same thing as flash.
Oh,
or whatever
okay.
Mikey said.
I have a hard time with this. It's like something that makes people blink.
As is sunlight, by the way, for the audience.
The natural course of the way the human body works.
Yeah. Did anyone say wind?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
Sarah said wind.
Dust. Dirt.
Blink. Eye drops.
Eye drops. Eye drops. Okay. And then we've got from the audience, we've got answers including sneezing and crying. Now, sneezing, I'm afraid, is not on the list. Crying, I think is also not on the list. So here's what is on the list. And obviously sunlight also counts as what Mikey said. So you can also count yourself as having come up with that one as you'd like. Number 6 is being startled, which goes to Jared. Number 5 is wind, which goes to Sarah. Number 4, nobody got smoke. Number 3, nobody got, although Sarah whispered it as a hint to Nadia, dust. Number 2, I'm going to give to Nadia for eye drops. It's dry eyes. You could argue.
Thank you. That's a bit of a gift.
Everyone, that doesn't matter because the winner is Mikey with the number 1 answer, bright light.
Yeah.
Bright light.
Go bright light. Woo!
Yeah.
And so Mikey, you get to start. You get to start this time. Oh, excuse me. Name a place where you can see an antenna. 5 answers on the board.
My kitchen window, because my neighbors put up this giant, like 50-foot antenna for some reason. Okay, go ahead.
That's not suspicious.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, who are they contacting? What's
You've got
happening?
some Soviet spies in your neighborhood.
Like where an antenna is, or from which you can see an antenna? That is an oddly phrased question.
Not from which you can see an antenna.
Okay.
Name something what might have an antenna.
All right.
Or a place you see. Name a place at which you see an antenna, if that makes it clearer.
Sarah starts.
No, Mikey, you start.
Oh, I started the last one.
No, I did.
It was whoever
Jared did.
wins, I think, or something.
Jared started
No.
with getting startled, and then you said,
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Why did I think that? Okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking at all. TV station.
TV station. Okay. Sarah.
On a car.
On a car. Nadia.
Once again, Sarah says something that I was going to say, but antenna. I'm going to say on a TV.
On a
we're on the same
TV.
wavelength.
Okay. And Jared.
On a roof.
On a roof. Okay.
Yeah.
And if anybody, I don't know if Kadao had an answer for that, but we shall reveal the answers. Number 5 answer was sadly, well, first I should say, people who guess things that are not here include Mikey with TV station and Nadia with TV. So it's a harsh round. Number 5, you're going to be very frustrated at hearing is radio station.
Ah!
Oh, come on.
Number 4, you're going to be very frustrated at hearing is radio.
Oh, yeah.
Who are these people?
Very much a case of the who are these people? No. Number 3 is car for Sarah. Number 2 is house, which no one got, although Sarah talked about it. So you could have easily taken that. And then number 1 is roof from Jared. So good job, Jared.
House roof, isn't that the same?
Yeah.
I know.
Well, but you see them on the roofs of like skyscrapers and stuff too. So
That's true.
Houses.
house is more specific.
Okay, let's go into the next round of who are
Way
these
to
people?
defend the people, Jared.
Let's see. The next one is going to be, we're going to start with Sarah, and it is, let me just make sure my device with which I write these things down is working again, because it's run out of batteries, as I'm definitely doing a bit of a battery dance of keeping everything plugged in. Now that should be doing a good charge, but it's just, okay, fine. Sarah, lots of answers on the board, 8 of them, in fact. Name a drink that tastes best when it's very cold.
Soda.
Soda, says Sarah.
I cannot even fathom sipping warm soda.
Oh, it's so gross.
Oh,
Oh.
it's so gross.
It's just syrup at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Nadia. Beer. Okay.
And you hear how I said soda because I know this is American. I was going to say pop.
Right. Americans say pop in different parts of America.
Yeah, it's a regional thing. Northwest is soda.
Yeah.
South, or not south, but other parts are pop. South is Coke.
I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, just Coke.
Midwest is usually pop. South is Coke. Yeah. Yep.
Some people say soda pop because they're chaos.
We
They
just
live in like Portland was both, because Portland has so many people who move in from other different parts of the country. So you would hear soda pop there a lot, just because some people were saying soda, some people were saying pop.
we grew up calling them soft drink. So
That's really got to be.
That's on like menus, but people don't say it.
I was like, give me a soft drink and a bag of chips. What kind? 7-Up. Yeah.
Okay. And also, yes, audience, we had a beer as well, so a vote for that. Jared, what name a drink that's best cold? Water. Okay. Water. And Mikey.
Coke.
Okay. And then yes. Okay. So here's the thing. Soda isn't on the list.
Brands?
Some brands were on the list.
I could say Pepsi.
I can give you Pepsi because that is the lowest of the sodas that are on the
list. Pepsi.
So number 8 answer was orange juice. Number 7 answer was milk. Number 6 answer was Pepsi. Number 5 answer was lemonade.
Oh, I almost said that.
Number 4 answer was water for Jared. Number 3 answer was iced tea.
Iced tea.
Number
Oh,
two
it's
answer.
not cold.
Indeed. Number two answer was Coca-Cola for Mikey. And the number one answer was beer, which on the panel, Nadia gets. The Kirales also
I
gets
agree with what they're saying.
Okay. And our final one in this game, name something that siblings compete over. Nadia, you have some options here. Name something that siblings.
Oh my.
You have a sibling. Can't deny that.
Parents' affections, but I don't know.
That was what I was laughing at.
Bedroom.
Bedroom. Okay. Jared.
What Nadia said is a joke. I'm going to say for real. Their parents' affection.
Okay. You are not alone in thinking that. So, Mikey.
Woof. I mean, I had a sibling, and we didn't compete really.
Yeah, we didn't either, and we had a lot more of us, and we didn't compete over stuff. So,
sports.
Okay. Sarah.
Growing up with foster parents, like, parents who fostered, I've had over 50 siblings, and I can say everything. Literally everything.
You may want to be more specific.
But I will go with oh my god, toys, I guess.
Toys, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's more sensible than sports.
Kadao says allowance money, and says
yes,
bath.
Once you get your teen years, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm afraid bathroom's a great answer. It's not on the list, but you also said something else.
Sorry, what?
So bathroom is not on the list.
Right.
And then number 7 is indeed money. So allowance money would count for that. Number 6, use of the car. Number 5, once again, television makes its appearance as an answer. Number 4, you compete over school grades, which I assume means you're competing against each other to see who's best, rather than, no, that's my A.
Yeah, what kind of fancy highfalutin family is that? Caring about grades.
Number 3 is sports for Mikey.
Nice.
Nadia, what did you say? You said bedroom.
Like the idea.
I'm afraid that was not on the list.
Okay.
I misread that as bathroom and then thought I'd written down for someone else. My handwriting is atrocious sometimes. Number 2 is toys for Sarah.
Yay.
And number 1 is parents' affection for Jared. Should have gone with that, Nadia.
There we go.
All right,
God.
I don't
filling that
understand these people.
Nadia, you won 2 rounds. Sarah, you won 1 round. Mike, you won a round. But Jared cleaned up with 4 rounds, it looks like.
Wow. Nicely done, Jared.
I'm an American after all.
I was
Truly Jared knows who are these people.
Mike, I hate that song so much.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
We had to, in Sunday school, we put on this pageant for the 4th of July one time, and we had to sing that song, and I was just I was the worst child when it came to 4th of July, because I was always like, what's the point of any of this?
Why are we doing this?
So I had to be on stage, waving a little flag and singing about proud to be an American. I'm I don't even know what America is. I'm 6.
Exactly. Well, that's
you got to get that sentiment in before the critical thinking.
Yep.
Well, it didn't work.
Good
job, Jared.
I applaud 6-year-old you.
My mom tried so I was homeschooled, as probably everybody knows at this point. My mom tried to get us to do the Pledge of Allegiance one time, and I resisted so hard that she never tried again. Because I didn't see the point.
You're very proud of child you.
You've been a little anarchist since day
one.
I
would love to say it was I see the imperialist thinking behind this, but it was really just I don't know why this is happening, so I'm not going to do it.
And I hate it.
See, there was a thing going around on Twitter about how completely weird and creepy it is that American school children pledge allegiance.
It's so creepy.
And it is. And I was about to tweet being yeah, it is. And then I remembered how every morning we had to stand up and sort of say in unison, Hail Mary. I was that's also creepy. So I'm in a glass house here.
And we sing the anthem every morning in school here.
Oh, Canada.
And then, like,
did you
to
have
be
to
a
switch into
rebel.
French every other line?
Yes.
Terre de nos aïeux. I did not know what the French words meant.
Me neither.
There you go.
Purely like.
Do you guys do
phonetic.
national anthems at competitions?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty normal to have an anthem at the start of like an event.
Okay.
Mhm.
And at this sort of like, any kind of gathering, pretty much.
We would also do the Ode to Newfoundland, which is, our real allegiance. We just take Canada's money.
Oh my God. Yeah, when I was little, we did the Lord's Prayer as well as the Canadian National Anthem, but that was the 1970s in the Ottawa Valley, and I'm 100% sure that doesn't happen anymore, at least in the cities.
Newfoundland schools only had religion taken out of them in 1998, and like we kept up all of our statues of Mary and saints and kept up our crucifixes, and we always used to have a mass before prom, and we still had the mass that just invited a few other like people in to make it sort of a multi-faith sort of thing, but it was like this is still a mass.
You had a mass before prom.
Yeah.
Well, wait, you mean they got rid of like religious schools completely?
Yeah, well, because there was until 1998, there was no public school. I mean, it was publicly funded, but there were 4 school boards in Newfoundland, and they were Catholic, Anglican, United, and Salvation Army. And I guess I don't know what did the Pentecostals do? Maybe there's a Pentecostal as well. Anyways, like they all ran their own schools, and there was a referendum in 1998, and people were like, we should maybe do it let's make them secular.
Okay.
Pentecostal school must have been wild.
Oh, I know, right? I mean, my hometown was like 98% Catholic, and we had like 3 Anglican kids just sort of kicking around, and like the doctor's 2 kids, and he was Muslim, and that was like it for like religious diversity. It was like seriously like 97% Catholic, but like an hour up the road there were some Pentecostals, and you hear weird things about how like at their high school parties they would play Who Wants to Be a Christianaire instead of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and it was like,
we didn't do that.
distasteful, strange.
We did other things, but not that.
Let's just chant Hail Mary in unison and go about our business.
Who Wants to Be a Christianaire? Next game we're playing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm super confused about what that could be. Do you just have to like do Christian trivia? Is
Bible
that?
Yeah, I guess it was just Christian trivia.
State songs are pretty charitable, but that is different from
suck.
I mean, Newfoundland, having been formerly its own thing. I guess Texas was too, though. So
Newfoundland is the only.
It was
our national anthem is the only one I know that's mostly about weather. So,
I mean, the American one is mostly a bunch of questions being asked in a fog. So,
yeah, that really sums up America, doesn't it?
Yeah, fair enough. I don't have a. Do I have anything? I don't have a card for this game. Oops. So we're just going to put the Picanino back for a second.
Oh, no, why not?
Oh God, the pig tooting the horn in the background.
I just cleansed my brain.
But we're going to be going back to just need some sort of arbitrary trivia, but not from any particular era. Okay. So we're going to be going back to the Ken Jennings trivia book for a bit.
Potpourri.
Well, potpourri. This will be stuff about March 8th. March 8th. So if it's your birthday, congratulations. We're doing things related to you. March 8th, 1993, as our introduction, Beavis and Butthead get their own TV series. They have appeared in occasional Liquid Television shorts, but this is viewers' first chance to enjoy them in half-hour units. You said units. It's not the right voice, but there you go.
I like how you committed to that, Chris.
Yeah, you did. That was good.
Wait, what's the New York anthem? Oh, the school anthem. The school anthem. Right. Yes. No. You definitely. Schools sometimes do their school anthem.
Have their own anthems.
Oh yeah. I mean,
have their own fight songs or whatever.
Blasphemy in my school.
No, our high school also had its anthem, which I helped compose the music to.
I was like, you sing New York State of Mind? What? I Love New York or whatever song it turns out is New York.
New York.
Empire State of Mind. I want a bunch of school kids to like sing the Alicia Keys chorus to that, like before school starts. Concrete jungle where dreams are made of.
I mean, they probably do.
Amazing.
All right, but let us begin. So the category is you said, and so here goes. Whose turn? Who starts?
Oh.
Let's just go back to
Sarah.
Okay. Sarah.
Nadia, why are you so mean to me?
I feel like Mikey started the last yet. I may just be making this up. Ignore me.
Come on, Sarah,
Oh God.
It probably will be, yeah. Okay, Sarah, we'll start with you. You won't appreciate this question. Well, maybe you will. Maybe it'll be fine. What two authors' characters are used to name the moons of Uranus?
Lol.
Jane Austen. Doing a throwback there.
I love it.
Jane Austen and what's the other one?
Oh, I thought you said two characters from the same author.
No. Two different authors' characters are used.
And well, since I assume that's Jared's favorite author, I'll say one of mine. Shirley Jackson.
I love it.
Yes.
Wow,
Another
that
one.
was amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm afraid both of those are incorrect answers. Nadia, do you know?
I'm going to say Shakespeare for one.
Okay.
And Arthur Conan Doyle.
Oh, well, Shakespeare is correct. Arthur Conan Doyle's not so much.
Oh, boo.
It's going to be actually a fairly hard one to get if you don't already know. So do either of you already
Jared
know?
might know.
I knew
Jared?
about Shakespeare. I'm trying to think of other. I can only think of 3 of the moons of Uranus right now, and they're all Shakespeare. I'm trying to think of the other ones.
Primarily, they're Shakespeare.
Yeah, because I can think of Miranda, Oberon, Ariel. I know all those.
Other moons include Umbriel, Titania, Miranda, Puck, Desdemona, Cressida, Perdita, Cordelia, Setebos, Trinculo, Stephano, Sycorax, Ophelia, Caliban, Cupid, Mab, Portia, Belinda, Juliet, Margaret, Prospero, Rosalind, Ferdinand, Bianca, and Francisco.
Is it?
That's a shitload of moons.
Spencer?
Yeah, Spencer.
You're real close. It's Alexander Pope.
Well, I'm gonna say. Oh, I was gonna say Satoshi Tajiri because you said Umbreon, I believe, and that's a Pokemon. So.
Yes, Umbriel.
That must be one of the Pope ones.
Umbriel from an Elder Scrolls game. Yes, Umbriel is a sprite in The Rape of the Lock by Alexander Pope.
I did not know that.
I certainly didn't either. But Nadia, it is your turn. Tell me what country is home to Europe's largest engineering firm, Siemens AG.
Sorry, what? What is Siemens?
Siemens AG.
How do you spell it?
SIEMENS.
I should know this. This falls under the category of I should know this. I'm going to guess Germany.
Yeah, the AG is also a good clue there. But yes, it is absolutely Germany.
Why is the AG a clue?
Because that is the ink in Germany.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I believe. I could be wrong if somebody knows. But yes, Germany, it is correct.
Let
me acknowledge that you got that one right. Jared. The Adventures of What Penguin filled out TV's Woody Woodpecker show? Woodpecker.
Chris, I'm loving this side of you. The Beavis side.
This is brutal. This is a brutal question.
I don't know.
Oh, all right. Mikey, do you know that?
Can you repeat the question? I've somehow forgot it.
The Adventures of What Penguin
Right.
filled out TV's Woody Woodpecker show? You said woodpecker.
Fuck. Well, the only penguin I can think of is Pingu, but that's not it.
Nope. Sarah?
I couldn't even think of Pingu.
Newt.
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah's dead. Nadia?
Is Sarah frozen?
Oh,
or
am I? Sorry, I was starting to like glitch out and freeze for a minute.
Oh, sorry. Sarah, do you know who the penguin is from the Woody Woodpecker show?
Now, see, finally you've asked a pop culture question. I'm almost certain it's Chili Willy.
There you go.
Yes.
Am I making that up? Oh, yeah.
Really?
I've got like a 5-second delay. I don't know what's going on.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if there's a way to solve that, or maybe hopefully we'll catch up. But we'll
No,
move
it'll
on
probably
to
do. Just my internet.
Chili Willy, really.
Yeah.
It's the actual...
Well, it fits the
Yeah.
It's
category.
that penguin that wears the stupid little hat with the pom-pom.
yeah, I think you're right. That's what I recall of Chili
I'm
Willy.
afraid to accept I'm going to anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you're
how
just gonna
powerfully
see
erotic.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in Batman and Robin.
Right click save.
Nadia, who described his plucky boy heroes in formulaic novels like Ragged Dick or Street Life in New York with the boot blacks?
Good lord.
Ragged.
That one got Jared.
And this is
Consult
not
your
porn.
doctor.
See your
apparently.
doctor if you experience
I'm
these-
sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Who described his plucky boy heroes in formulaic novels like Ragged Dick?
Yeah. You better be plucky.
And what was the other title?
It was the subtitle. It was the other.
Oh,
It's the same
okay.
book, but it's one of those old books or Street Life in New York with the boot blacks.
Okay,
But Ragged Dick
okay.
is the famous part.
As it should be.
Got a copy downstairs. I haven't read it.
Hey.
What?
I thought
Like,
you
I'm not-
were calling me Ragged Dick. That
No,
was the joke.
I have a literal copy, a Penguin Classics version of this book downstairs.
Yeah. I'm
not read it.
gonna be very annoyed when you tell me what it is, but I'm gonna let Jared take it.
All right, Jared, do you know?
I almost know. I know. I've heard it, and I know that the author's name has become
Yes.
synonym is the wrong word, but like
an adjective, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kafka.
I can't think of it. It comes up all the time. It's
Yes.
it comes up all the time. Oh, this is killing me. Is it something Hardy or?
No, it's not. It's not Tom Hardy. It's not. It's Thomas
We're the
Hardy.
Hardy Boys. Yeah.
Well, I know it's not like Thomas Hardy, but I know.
All right. See you
Oh,
later.
bye.
Goodbye.
I'm still thinking about Tom Hardy.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I'm
What do
gonna
you
have
guys
to.
think of the new Batman preview?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't
Oh.
seen it either.
I know
Yeah.
everyone has an opinion.
I don't
Yeah.
care.
I don't.
I'm not gonna watch the movie. So
Well, then I'm sorry I brought it up.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Sarah.
if you have thoughts, you're welcome to share them.
I know everyone is pissed off that it's grimdark. So
Well, I love Robert
Batman.
Pattinson now because he was in
Oh,
The
that's right.
Lighthouse. So
yes.
Yes.
I'll
He's,
see
he's
it and I care.
great, but if they're trying to make him grimdark, I don't know.
I don't know. He's got like smudged eyeliner on, so I'll go.
That's pretty good.
I
All
am
right.
there for that.
Yeah.
Well-
I do not know the answer to this.
You don't know the
question.
answer to that one. The answer to this one is Horatio Alger.
Ah.
He wrote Ragged Dick and other tales of boys starting from nothing and becoming something.
Good old
Yeah.
Horatio.
Yeah.
Let's
Started from
see.
the bottom, now we're here.
That was Nadia's question. So, Jared, this one will be your question. On what namesake island were the first Homo erectus Homo erectus fossils found? On what namesake Asian island?
Is it Java?
It sure is.
Hey,
Java
nicely
man.
done.
Well done.
Java
Java
man.
Okay,
Java man.
Mikey.
Does
Yeah.
whatever a Java can.
Mikey, who talks to his own ass in Numbers 22?
Numbers. A Bible
Uh,
question.
Yes, it's the Bible's question.
Oh. Catholics
Wait, I
don't
feel
care
like
about
I
the
know
Bible.
this one.
you're so pleased with yourself.
Look,
It's true.
look.
It's true.
It's
I
okay.
spent my life training for this moment.
You better get right.
Oh my God! Talking to his own ass. Numbers. Oh Jesus!
You remember?
No, that's the wrong
No,
testament.
I know.
I feel like I should know.
I don't
this.
remember who's in numbers. Job.
Nope.
Okay,
No,
Job has his
he's
own
in Job.
Yeah, that should include me in.
Yep. Sarah, do you know? Come on, take this away from Jared.
I know, like I feel like it's like a demonic name. Like I just have that in my head. But I'm gonna go with because there's a good chance it's a Jacob.
It's not a Jacob.
Damn it.
And also for Mikey. Nadia.
Ezekiel.
Good
Yeah, he had a
chance.
wheel, not an ass.
Things with thousands of eyes.
I don't know from the Bible.
That's from a song. Ezekiel had a wheel way up in the middle of the sky. Ezekiel had a wheel, and it goes on. It's great. But this version I know is
Bible,
great.
though, isn't there?
Yeah, it's from the Bible. That's a Bible song.
Oh, that's
not from the Bible.
No,
but
the first chapter of Ezekiel is full of these eyes and wheels and
Yep.
heads and things. So
yeah, he's got his own book as well. He's one of
Sorry.
those prophets. Jared, tell us who talks to his own ass. Balaam is correct. That is indeed the answer.
I don't think.
And that is
Yeah.
kind of demonic, Balaam. Balaam.
I have
that's
seen that
exactly
name.
it.
I have seen that Balaam's.
I was thinking
Balaam's
like
ass.
Belial or something, and then I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty close.
Yeah.
What does
But Sarah,
Jared? What does he say to his ass?
Yeah, wouldn't you like to?
dead ass.
Yeah, he's actually beating
That
it.
you,
So
though.
the ass sees an angel standing in the path and won't go any further because it's an angel. And Balaam starts hitting it like, why won't you go? And then the ass is like, why are you hitting me? I've only ever been good to you.
The ass is
And
the
he's
dummy
like,
thing.
sorry.
Because I'm a stupid human.
So the ass starts talking. He's talking out of his ass.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Sarah. What team lost the pennant in 1908 thanks to Merkel's boner?
Easy. The Toronto Maple Leafs.
Surprisingly, not the Toronto Maple Leafs.
I do like when boner meant mistake. I think that's funny.
It still does. But it means something else a little bit more. Nadia, tell
I
us
have no
about the
idea.
boner.
I'm gonna say the Chicago Black Sox because I think that's a sports ball team.
It isn't anymore, but it may have been then. I think they have some White Sox.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I could be wrong because there's a lot of Sox out there. Jared,
Red, white,
do you know
black.
who's got the boner?
Was it the Yankees?
Was it the Yankees?
I don't.
No, not the Yankees. Mikey, tell us about the boner.
Tremendous boner. An
Big old boner.
enormous boner.
Named boner.
Brooklyn Dodgers.
All of the great ones had names.
Not the Brooklyn Dodgers. No, it was the New York Giants.
So
Oh,
it was a giant boner.
It was a giant boner. I bet you that there are collections of young boys who played that game.
No doubt.
no.
All right. Let's see. That was Sarah's question, I believe. So Nadia, the horny toad isn't really a toad. What kind of animal is it?
Lizard.
I know this.
Yes.
Oh.
It was a multiple choice question, but I that would have made it even easier.
Yeah.
Very good. Yep, it's a
What
lizard.
were the
Not a
multiple
frog.
choice, like?
Yeah, what were the other choices?
Yeah.
Frog, lizard, or salamander.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So they
Gonna
were
be
like cat.
of course.
That could have been like a trick question, though. I would have been like,
Could have.
"But is it a lizard?"
Yeah, perhaps.
True.
Jared,
Yeah.
in what TV show's titles did a guest star usually introduce himself as the new number 2? Number 2. Is this The Prisoner? Of course it's The Prisoner.
I've never seen it. I just know the number.
It's worth watching. And there's
It's
only
good.
like 18 episodes.
Yeah.
I would have said Austin Howard.
Miniseries.
I keep meaning to watch it. I just forget.
It's
You can watch it for free online on shotfactorytv.com.
Oh,
They're great.
I will.
Don't mind giving them a plug. And I don't mind giving I finally got around to watching the whole thing not too long ago. I had seen a bunch of it a long time ago, but I finally watched it beginning to end, and it's very good. There is
I like how
no canonical order. There's no correct order for what. I mean, there's a bunch of correct orders for watching it. But
do save the ending
last-
for the end.
the last episode I was gonna say is
Yeah.
with your
Yeah,
the
there's a-
top
there's
of
a-
your head. Well,
there's a first episode and a last episode. It's
Yeah.
a two-parter. everybody agrees on that, and it's very obviously the last episode. But yeah. In terms of what the rest of it is, just watch it in the order that they've got it. It's fine.
Sentient weather balloons.
It's so good.
Oh, I only ever watch stuff in order. I can't.
No, but that's what I'm saying. There's no real order.
There's no through line. There's
no, I mean like numbered order. I'm not gonna. I never jump around. I always have to go and like, oh god, I can't go to 13 from 2.
Yeah.
Right. My point is that there's argument about the numerical order should be based on what it was intended to be released as, how it actually was released in different countries, what makes sense in terms of like things that get revealed in the plot. It's clear there's like a kind of timeline, and that the official order is wrong, but it's fine. It's not in such a way that it'll mess it up, and it's a show about messing up timelines anyways. This is going to be our last question for the evening, and I'm wobbling the camera a bit. Sorry about that. But Mikey, finally, what islands are home to most of the world's blue-footed boobies?
I love islands.
Yes. Blue-footed boobies.
I love blue-footed boobies.
Boobies are cool. I'm definitely pro boobies. I mean, what islands, plural?
Yes.
You got this, Mikey. You got this.
The Faroe Islands.
The Faroe Islands. You don't got this, Mikey. The Marianas? I'm afraid that's also not the right answer. Sarah, do you have the answer?
The Galapagos.
Sarah has the answer.
Yeah!
It is absolutely the Galapagos Island.
Galapagos.
Very good, everybody. That is going to be our show. That is going to be some game show 1975. Some Who Are These People? And some I Don't Have a Card for a Trivia game, but let's just put up the Run the Card one. Although that's not what we played. But anyways, we will see you another time. We'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for following or subscribing or whatever it is that you've done to be here with us. We all have podcasts over at megaphonic.fm. They're pretty good. Might want to check them out, see if there's anything that appeals to you there. And I will be back in the morning with crossword puzzle streams. Take Your Pick is taking a week off this week. So from all of us here at Megaphonic, have a good one.
Yeah. The Tori Amos episode was too powerful.
It destroyed everything.